Hey guys, my name is Lauren. I'm the media manager here at Refuge Medical, and this is actually my husband.
Heath, and I don't know what I do.
Yes, you do. Heath, obviously, if you've ever called, this is the lovely person that answers the phone.
I manage quality control and customer service.
Yeah. So, I have been married to Heath for 12 years, and he has been the tactical guy who has been into tourniquets and IFAKs and shooting and all the cool things.
A lot of stuff. Whereas
I was not. In fact, when he first tried to get me to try a tourniquet, I flat out was like, no. I think I tried, and as soon as I felt that little bit of twinge, I was like, get it off of me. Since then, however, I have learned the importance of knowing how to apply a tourniquet and why you need one. We were just talking a little while ago. I had the pleasure of taking Refuge training, and Heath has already been through all of them. I have been through the first one, and I'm getting to do the second one. Yes, I went through Responder 1. Next month, I get to do Responder 2, which is super exciting. But we were talking about the, was it hypervolemic?
Hypervolemic shock.
Yes, hypervolemic shock. It only takes 90 seconds for an arterial bleed to...
for an individual to bleed out from an arterial bleed.
Thank you.
However, hypervolemic shock begins at around that 15% range of blood loss. And once an individual reaches up to 50% of blood loss, it's kind of a coin toss as to whether or not they're going to make it.
Yeah.
Hence, tourniquets.
The tourniquets. So, knowing how to use them, knowing how to stage it, and also keeping it on you is super important. It was really funny. I went to the grocery store after taking the class and realized that I didn't have a tourniquet on me. And I never in my life would have thought about that before. Like, that never would have been something that that even crossed my mind. And I looked around. Of course, I was in my husband's truck, so there are tourniquets freaking everywhere. Everywhere. Glove compartment, visors. So I looked up, I grabbed one, I threw it in my purse, and I had that little bit of a surety, that peace, oh, okay, if something were to happen, I have it on me. So I'm gonna teach you how to put it on. I know we have a lot of ladies that watch our channel, and most of the time we have the guys applying the tourniquets. So we want to show you that us ladies know how to do it too.
And I'll do it while you're teaching. Well,
you're going to be using the Softy.
I am going to be utilizing the Softy, that stands for Special Operation Forces Tourniquet. This is my personal EDC. But yeah, that's the tourniquet I'm going to use, and she's going to be utilizing the Cat Gen 7 tourniquet. It's going to come in plastic when it comes in the mail. Do not leave it like this. You don't have time to unwrap it and stage it in a traumatic situation. You want to have it staged already. So I'm going to put this down. Last thing you want to be doing is tearing plastic off of something that you expect to already be good to go. Yeah. So, okay, I have my tourniquet. I have it staged, and we'll go over how to stage it after I apply it. It's just that it's already ready to go for me to put it on. I'm going to pull up my sleeve too so I can show you where I'm going to be applying it. Something I learned in class, which I thought was really cool, was the positioning of your hand when you go to open up your tourniquet. You have your time tab here. Think thumb right under the time tab. So I'm here. I'm going to grab under the time tab, and now I've got my loop. Do you want to get yours ready? Yeah. We'll see who can do it faster. I'm just kidding. I got to teach how to do it. He'll beat me anyway. So we have our loop. I pulled my arm out so I could show you where I'm going to try and apply this. But right in between your delt and your bicep, we have this little divot. That is the goal for where we want it. The reason being is we're trying to achieve arterial restriction, and the bicep can actually get in the way of that. And when we say arterial restriction, what we mean is we are using the bone in your arm and the tourniquet to push your artery up against the bone and create the pressure to stop the bleed there. That's right. So I've got my loop, putting it through. You got your loop, putting it through. Yep. I'm now going to grab my tab. I'm going to pull, and I'm going to make sure that my windlass is on the outside of my arm. Now Heath is a guy, a man, a biological male. He has none of those. Us ladies have these. We don't want the windlass right here, okay, because it's going to end up getting in the way. We want to have it on the outside of our arm. This part's super important. We have our strap. We are going to pull hard, and we're going to take it and attach all the way up to the C-clamp.
You got yours?
Yep. Okay.
Now for the fun part. Now we're gonna twist our windlass until we are 1 turn past a bad word. Now, depending on how tight you got your strap in the first place, that will affect how many times you can turn it. Before I took class, I did not understand that, and so I was not doing it tight enough, and it took me 3 turns to achieve the restriction that I needed.
I've literally seen individuals try, like, apply that very loosely, and then it takes them like 7 turns.
And by that time, it doesn't work.
It's useless.
Yeah. All right, so now we're gonna start twisting. So you're gonna twist. Remember, I'm already wanting to say a bad word.
I'm already hurting.
Get it in the C-clamp. I'm gonna be honest with you, this does not feel good. Now we're gonna take our strap and we're gonna pull it through, and we're gonna close our time tab, which is where we're going to write the time that this was applied to ourselves or to others. Oh!
Let's see, and the soft T. It's a little bit harder.
All right, you wanna check me?
Sure.
Did I do it? Am I alive?
Yeah, you're alive. I can't feel a pulse.
Awesome. Okay, to remove it, don't try and do the windlass. It is much easier to go ahead and just pull the strap out. Pull the strap out, it releases the pressure, and now it's all running back into my arm. Something that should be noted is it's commonly said life over limb. That is not really something that is applicable anymore. The reason they say that is because a long time ago, when they had tourniquets and makeshift tourniquets, they were not made with this band, the width like this.
They were just bands about the width of my pinky that they would utilize and stretch and wrap around.
And it would cause nerve damage, and people really would end up losing their limb, but they would say life over limb because it's more important that they live than they keep their arm or their leg. Nowadays, I think the longest that they've been able to keep one of these on was from Afghanistan to Germany, and it was 18 hours, and the guy had no permanent damage to his leg. That's amazing. You go ahead and remove yours, honey.
Oh, I'm good.
Oh, okay, cool. So let's talk about restaging it really quick. Now, I did miss telling you something. We do want to take off the strap, but the reason why we have this, the strap when you have it attached, going through the C-clamp, is because it is Velcro. And if you have this on and this is dangling, right, and it latches onto something, as soon as it gets pulled off, like when I undid it to pull it off, it will lose its restriction, meaning the artery will start flowing again.
And the tourniquet has failed.
Yeah, so it's super important.
Blood has started flowing through the artery.
Put it through the C-clamp. So now we're going to talk about restaging it. And first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to untwist my windlass. I'm going to pull it through the buckle. Now, inside of this belt, that's what I'm going to call it. It's not an actual belt, but inside of the belt is actually a Kevlar band. Hopefully you can see that. And that is what the windlass is on. We want to make sure that that gets stretched back out. So what I like to do, I've seen people do different things, but I actually like to put it on my knee. Hopefully, I don't know if you can see this, and stretch it out. The other thing I'll do is just go like that.
That's what I normally do.
Yeah. Make sure that it's stretched back out, and you can tell because this shouldn't be bunched up, and you've got your windlass right here.
You could even, you know, stick just the end under your foot.
Oh, I've seen people do that too. Yeah. Now we have it out. We're gonna put it through the buckle, and we're gonna take our little red tab and we're gonna bend it over on itself. We're gonna run about 6 inches through the buckle, and we're gonna roll it over itself and attach. Okay, now there are 2 ways that you can do this. One way I don't recommend because it ends up sticking to itself, which is really annoying. You're gonna go to the side with the buckle, all right, and we're gonna bend it over. Then we're gonna take this side and bend it again. Then you can take your windlass and you can put it inside your C-clamp, and now it is restaged, and you can hold it again with your thumb right under the thumb tab, like that. I honestly, it took me forever to learn how to restage it, and it's not that hard. But it helped a lot in class. I'm telling you guys, class made such a huge difference for me. I learned so much, and it's like a hands-on learning. It's so much different having someone just tell you than actually being able to sit there doing the reps and sets reps and sets and having them show you exactly how to do it. And you're still wearing your arm is like, your hand is gray. So anyways, I hope this helped you guys.
I don't know if you can see that.
It looks like a zombie hand.
No, I mean, I still have functionality. I can still do everything, but I certainly have no capillary refill or anything like that. So my hand is tingling. I still have my motor skills, dexterity, and everything. I can still feel, but I just have zero blood flow.
You will end up getting what we like to call tourniquet bite. It's just a little bruise. Think of it as like a battle wound. Like, you know, you did good. So anyways, that is how to apply it and how to restage it. I know we talked a lot. Hopefully you guys actually enjoyed that though. Let us know if you have any questions down in the comments. Again, I am Lauren and this is Heath, and we will see you guys next time.
Shalom.